Greetings, Minecrafters, Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 29 of my Resonant Rise 3 Let's Play series. Today, I forgot to do an intro, so I'm doing it after the fact. But today I get my SS Terra Shatterer. I have to do some machines for that, and we move my Hungry Node. So let's get started. One thing I do want to mention before we get into the episode that I've already recorded is that when you're using this guy, which is nice and fast and digs large areas, let's go like this. There we go. You want to have tablets with you because it uses a lot of mana, and if all you have is what's in it, it doesn't have a lot. It's only 2300 durability. You will run through that very quickly. If you're digging straight down before you hit the bottom, you will run out of durability, and it will break, and it will be gone for good. So definitely bring tablets when mining, and watch the levels, because you don't want to run out. I just wanted to say that, because it's why my first one disappeared, which I'll talk about in the rest of the episode. So, and bring food. Look at that. My hunger went almost halfway down just digging what little I dug. So, without any further ado, let's get on with the episode. Well, I've been having some troubles. I think it's my connection. I don't think it's the server. It's quite hard to tell, though. Server seems to be running okay. The end is running a little slow for some reason. No idea why. But, yeah, I've been away for like a week from the server, doing things on the DaVinci server, and I finally came back here. Last time I was here was when I was doing the 4X ore processing. And just before I left on that episode, I went ahead and made a Terra Shatterer and tossed it. Actually, I think I had already made it. And I tossed it in here and turned off the tablet production, because I figured I was making the tablets to power machines from Botania that are far away from this room. But really, everything in this room is within range of these guys. So they all have power, and I don't need to use the tablets to power anything. The other thing I was doing with the tablets is sort of saving up mana so that I could fully charge one of these Terra Shatterers later on. I was going to make a machine that would suck all the mana out of the tablets and dump them into this Shatterer. And since I knew I was going to be away for a few days, I thought, hey, why not skip the middleman? Just dump this guy straight here in the pool and let it charge up. I thought it probably would get to SS, which is the highest rank for it, without much trouble. I came back today. I was having lots of delay issues, latency, not lag, latency. Well, a number of different issues. When I first logged in, it kept freezing up on me as it's going out and checking versions on things. I'm not sure what's causing that. And then I was getting just serious. I'd do something and it might take a while for it to happen. In weird ways. Definitely unusual. Anyway, I did manage to come in here and pulled this sucker out of the pool, and it was fully SS. I don't know how long it took, but it was SS. And I went to the mining age. I started digging with it just to test to see how it handles. And it vanished. It just vanished on me. I can't find it anywhere. I barely dug hardly anything, and it just disappeared. So I don't know what happened there. I came back, and I just now made a new one, tossed it in here, and in the time that we've been talking is probably half the time that it's been in there. I basically put it in there, and I prepared to record, and I started recording. So, if we get it out, look at it, it's already B rank. So it went D, C, B. So we still have A, S, and SS. So it's doing pretty good just starting out. But I'll go ahead and make another one. I'll make my second SS. And we'll see how long it takes. I'll check it at the end of this episode. It might even be done. I don't know. I don't know how fast it can fill itself. I mean, the pool it's in is going to stay full. I think I can refill it from all these secondary pools. I can fill it faster than it drains, though these will eventually drain out. You can see that they're starting to flicker. Probably more of these are empty than is even displayed. All that has gone into it. It probably needs more than these pools. I'm sure I think it needs 1,000 pools worth. I've only got 64 here. So it'll slow down after a little bit. But it still won't take it that long. And I could... Maybe I will get out the tablets. Yeah, let me see. Maybe we can dump some of those. I've got tons of full tablets in here. I've got 8,476 full tablets. Each of those is half a pool. That should be enough for 8. If it's 1,000 pools, that's enough for 4 Terra Shatterers right there. So let me get some stuff together, and I'll be right back, and we'll start draining that stuff out. Okay, I think we're ready to set this up. So I'm going to run out to about here. And I'm going to have 4 pools. Actually, I'll leave that there. 2, 3. Yep. Pool here. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Pool here. 1, 2, 3. Pool here. Alright. And a Steve's Factory Manager there. So I've got a ring here of inventory cables that I can connect to all of these. And the part I'm going to be connecting to are some item valves, like that. 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 And that. Now once they start spitting out the tablets, I don't want the tablets going anywhere but on top of the pools. I don't want to accidentally suck them up just because I walked too close. So by using full blocks of glass, I can see what's going on, but I can't accidentally pick up the tablets unless I drop down inside the little chamber there. Because thankfully the Botania magnet won't pick up tablets. There we go. Everything's boxed in. Now I want to have sparks on all of these, and I want them to have the recessive augment. This means they will give up their mana to everything, including the pools down below. That should keep everything running at full speed, because if I don't give them the recessive, and I just leave them neutral, like all the ones down here, the dominant one here will pick and choose who it takes from, and it may not be taking from these ones at the top. It may choose to take from the down below. I don't know what it uses to determine where it pulls from, but it doesn't pull from everything. But this way, if I give these recessive, they will fill all the lower pools as well. So no matter where the dominant one pulls from, it'll be getting this mana continuously. So that's all of them. I need the 2 chests to have the inputs and outputs. I'm going to have the white chest here. That'll take the empty tablets and put them back in the AE system. And this light blue is currently filled with tablets. I have this down underneath, and it's always been down here. Just as this one, the light blue was set to be filled with empty tablets, but I've cleared it out. This one has always been set to be filled with full tablets. So it's always got those ready for whenever we needed the tablets elsewhere. So now I'm going to use it right here. So let's program this sucker. we're going to need some variables. So let's get those first. We're going to need 4 variables. Just go ahead and make them all. We're going to have an input on white, and that will be from this chest, which is at 854.39. Container 854.39, this one here. So this is our output chest. It's actually the first variable I want to be the input chest. So this one is selected, this one is not. We'll call this one the input. Okay. And then this one is the output, the one I'm standing on. It's now selected. It'll be the next color. Output. This one will be all of the item valves. And it will be the perp magenta. That's all valves. And the last one will be blue, light blue, and we'll call that a valve. And I don't need to set anything up with that. That will be taken care of elsewhere. That is missing a T. I don't know why they're not looking green. Anyway, alright. So we get a trigger. And we're going to do the 4 each, because we want to do this for all 4 of the valves. Now the reason why I have them spread out like this and not right next to each other is that the valves have a fairly large area in front of them they can see. 3 by 3. So I can't put them all right next to each other and make it compact. I got to spread them out, otherwise they'll be seeing each other's tablets. So here, for each, we're going to pick the all valves, and the element is a valve. So it's going to go through all the valves, and for each valve, it's going to go down this side branch. And what we're going to do is we're going to look to see if a valve contains, I'm going to do .inv to show my own inventory. Because in here I've got some empty tablets, so I'm going to select one of those. And it's going to be precise by default, so I don't need to change it. So it's going to look for that. Good. If it sees it, so if it's true, it's going to go to a valve, the same place, and it's going to take, I'm going to do it again, inv, our empty tablet, and it's going to output it to the output. Alright. Then, now that we've gotten rid of an empty tablet, we're going to get a new full tablet from the input. Always use the variables. That's interesting, it lost its name. Alright. Input, selected. So from the input, we're going to take a tablet. That's the empty, that's full, that's creative. So we want the full one. And I just want to take one. And we're going to output that to the valve. That goes to a valve. Hook all this up. And nothing happens. That's because it'll only output a tablet when it sucks up an empty one. So all I have to do, I'm missing one of my tablets, is toss an empty one in, it gets sucked up, and it should output a full one, and then it didn't. Why did it not? What did I do wrong? Oh, I did an output there. Haha. That is why. What an input. Input from the input. One full tablet. Just one. Hook that back up. Alright, do this again. Toss in an empty. Poof! There's a full one. See, it's blue. That should be filling up that. Come over here, toss another one in. Sucked up. Tosses out a blue one. Now we get 2 more. empties. I can prime these valves as well. Boom, there we go. And this one. There we go. It should now be raining mana. Look at that. All that mana flowing down. It's either going to the center pool or it's filling up these empties around the sides. That should be it. We should now be emptying out our tablets at full speed. Actually, tablet. We're at 8,428. I've emptied 41 while I was testing. Maybe 2 more. So we should actually see this. The updates on the item don't change, so we won't see it fading from blue to white. But we should see it get sucked up, and a new one popped out right there. I wonder how long it takes between. I'll have to time that. Then I can know how long it'll take to go through all of it. Though at the moment it's going to be going a little bit faster. Oh, here's one of the ones I missed. I dropped one down here, I guess. Any more were dropped? It's hard to tell with all the alpha blending going on. It looks okay. So this should be draining all that mana. So it'll keep, it's still burning fuel down here. But on top of the burning fuel, it'll also be draining our stored mana. That should be bringing it in extra fast. So let's take a look at this guy here. It is currently A rank. I don't know how far along it is. But hopefully it won't take too much longer for it to reach SS. And then we can go out and try it again. Yeah, Brink commented that, you know, if it was a glitch in the server, I should just spawn a new one in. But I wanted to do this. I've been planning to do something like this from the beginning. So just the fact that I managed to bring it up to SS when I was offline, just by tossing it in the generator, this is what I wanted to do. See how fast I can get it up there. I can make it go faster by adding more of these, but because they need to be sort of far away from each other so the valves don't interfere, it makes it a little bit hard to get a lot of them in a dense area. And 4 should be pretty good. They seem to be popping out pretty quick. There is definitely a shower. It's raining mana. Make it rain. Ah, this will be my cover picture. Let's take a snapshot. There we go. Alright. Oh, there went Brink. Let this go and find something else to do. Alright, we've got something else to do. But first, I've been doing some prep work. We're up here on top of the Thaumcraft room, and I am putting down some ethereal blooms. Quite a few of them. Because, hey, why make one? We can make 2 at twice the price. So what I'm doing... Oh, this one is going to be up here. There we go, good coverage. I got ahead of myself and made a mistake. I want to move my hungry node. There we go. My hungry node over here and replace the old CV producer up here, which you notice is not here anymore. I tried to move it over here. I built a new spot for it right here and used these teleporters to move it down there. I turned this sucker off, waited for it to de-energize, and moved it, but it didn't recover from being de-energized. When you de-energize it, they come back with, I think, 0 in all the values, and they might recover or they might decay away, and almost all of them decayed away. So it basically was useless. I just broke it and said, yeah, to heck with it. Of course, then I needed to make those ethereal blooms. I needed to melt down a lot of stuff, and I couldn't use this thing anymore because it runs off of CV. So thankfully I hadn't torn this down. And it melted down the materials I needed. A lot of herba and vitrium and sano. So I made lots of those, enough to make all the ethereal blooms I wanted. So I've got the necessary teleporters to move the node in here. And I've got the node stabilizer that'll go where this teleporter is. But I can't just bring a hungry node in here. Well, let's just say I'm not going to bring a hungry node in here. Nope, first we have to tame it. And to tame it, we're going to taint it. Now, I have to remember which of these: desert, seasonal forest, canyon, hell. I think seasonal forest is the enchanted forest. That's the good one. So I guess the bad one is in my AE system. Capsule Savannah. Yeah, seasonal forest and OWG Savannah. I think this is actually a tainted land. I think there's an overlap in the biome IDs, which is why it doesn't have the right name. But I think this is the tainted land biome. So get out a paintbrush and head over to see my hungry node. Oops. Let's go ahead and take off my magnetization ring and visit the mining age. Haven't been here in a while, but I know this thing has got to be huge. Let's go. It doesn't look that much bigger than it was before. Still eating. Oh, but look, I just noticed the trees are not... The trees aren't being chopped down anymore. Something has failed there. Ah, I'm not making the wooden tools for it anymore. Alright, I'll have to look into that. But that's okay, I'm not going to feed it anymore anyway. So let's take a look at it again. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it's gotten a lot more in Terra because it's still getting cobblestone stuff. It's also getting furnaces, so the Ignis should have come up some, but it's still not quite even 2,000 yet. Still, that is a very good node. I am perfectly happy taking that home with me. So, it is time to turn all this off. And I guess the easiest way is to just break these. Actually, I could just break the whole thing, but I went through all this work to make it. Let's just cut off its supplies. That's going to be easier. Let's just take all the upgrades out of here. There. It's going to eat through the last of the cobble there. I'm just going to stick these over here. It's not going to do anything with them. I don't want to stick that in there. So it'll finish off the last of the cobble pretty quick here. I want to check in the last of these furnaces. And it is empty. Alright, so the node is right below us. So if I take the biome painter and just click here, this should now be OWG Savannah. That is correct. Now, last time I did this, it changed to a tainted node immediately. It is still pulling me in, though, so I don't know how long this will last, so I'll be back when it changes. Well, it wasn't changing. I tried everything. I even threw bottles of taint at it, and it wasn't changing. But as you can see, it's no longer here. I stuck one of these under it and managed to get it transmitted in its hungry state. Not into the base. No way. But elsewhere on the plateau, I've made a box to hold it. It's now probably eaten the teleporter that it arrived on. But, hopefully, the tainting process will work better in the overworld. That may have been the problem. That's what I'm hoping the problem is. That the taint just doesn't convert it properly in the mining age. The checks aren't happening that are required. So there it is. It has arrived. That's good. So now I will land on top and try and taint it here. And hopefully that will work. So I'll get my Savannah and go paint, 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 paint. Check it works. Yep. This is now tainted land, despite the Savannah name again. And it is still hungry. Oh, and I'm starting to get some taint effects. That's new. Oh, it's because I made those bottles of taint to try and force it into a... So I've reawakened my taint effects. But it's still a hungry node, so... Now it's a waiting game here. Hopefully this hasn't changed. I know... No, we haven't updated. We haven't updated in a while. We haven't even updated since I did it this last time. So this should work. Maybe it just takes longer with a big node? Or maybe it has to be done here in the overworld. Last time, it changed almost instantly. But this time, it's obviously taking a little bit longer. We'll see what happens. I'll be right back. It worked. It's tainted, and it's tainting the entire area now. Look at it. It's a tainted node, and it's not pale or fading, which is excellent. So, it's now possible to move it over to its final resting place. I'm just going to go ahead and clear this stuff out. It's hard to see it now. It's so washed out. I guess it'd be easier if I take off these. Oh, there we go. Now it's just a little fuzz. Alright, so break this up too so I can get in here properly. We're going to put in one of these teleporters like that. I gotta go set the other end up. And here we are. Plop one down here. Whack it with the teleposition focus, just so confusion doesn't happen, and get rid of those. Whack it again. Actually, shift clear it, whack it. Alright. I'm sure that that is correct now. I've got some buttons. So run back. Yep. Alright, here we are. Toss this in. Stick a button on the front and push it. It is gone. I'll clean that mess up later. And there it is in its new home. It's already starting to taint things, so let's get it hooked up as quickly as possible here. I've got that. Slap it down. It should now start energizing. I may have to replace this one. There we go. It's going to have to drain. Let's get the helmet back on here. Those numbers are going down. And there's a calculation that will give me the final CV numbers, but, you know, at these high levels, no matter what, it's going to be pretty nice. And getting it any better is going to be too hard to want to mess with. So that's going to take a little while to drain. Man, that's big. Hold on. I have to take the screenshot for the episode. HUD off. Right like that. That's pretty good. Take a couple. Oh, there, it finished. Whoa! Everything lights up. Alright. What are the final numbers? HUD up. Let's get my, not bad. 2 of them are over 50. The rest are below 50. I can live with that. That's pretty good. I can't ask for more. Pretty nice. I mean, even the Ignis sort of caught up. I mean, even though it was so much far behind the others, it's only like, 4 below the other 3. They're all even. But my Aqua and my Terra are very high. So, that's what we get. Oh, man. That is a little bit annoying, though. It's going to stay that big now that it's energized. Whenever I'm in here with the helmet, that's what I'm going to see. Pretty wild. And the lights are staying on all the paths. That's cool. Good. So it's powering this thing up. And charging my wands. Is this wand actually charging? Can't get in. Alright. Server's being slow. Yep. But there it is. The new node. Wow, what a monster it is. And hopefully, if I bring up F3, that the things on the roof are doing their job. Yep, it's all canyon. Whoa, there, we just lost it. Yeah, something went wrong. Can we get back in? Hope the server didn't go down. Alright, well, I'll be back in a bit once I figure this out. Okay, all that's left now is to clean up the mess. So let's plant a few. I took these off the roof since they're no longer needed there. And I'll just scatter them around the infected area here to clean it all up. There. And let's just grab a piece of dirt. Put one on top. I had some dirt. Put one there. Does that cover everything? Put one more over here. There we go. And that should start... Yeah, it's starting to turn back into canyon again. Very good. I can break this apart. Alright, well, I'll be back to wrap things up when everything's clean. And it was clean. All recovered. And as a little bit of time has gone by waiting for all those things to happen, as you see everything's off, that means this thing has successfully converted to SS rank. So let's go give it a try in the mining age, and hopefully this time it won't vanish on me like it did last time. So it only took 2 days, maybe 2.5 days to get up to SS rank. That's pretty good. I should have just done that from the beginning. Just go over here and dig a hole. Oh yeah, gotta activate it. Let's try that again. Boom. Boom. There we go. See how fast we can go down. . 'Cause 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 ' Where are we? 59. Oh, I've hit. I'm completely full here. Let me dump. Dump more. Gotta speed up the input on those. Oh, I see. It's got durability. Oh, so maybe I just broke it. Well, that wears out fast. That's no good. And it's so easy to, when you're digging that fast, it's so easy to get to the point where it breaks. Alright, so that's something to keep an eye on. So used to top-tier tools, especially after you put this much work into them, not having that limited a durability. That's pretty sucky. So I'll have to do something about that, but that'll be for another episode. So this is Nonsanity, signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time. Hello, Milky Cow.